It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, NBA fans. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, and seated beside me, Kenny the Jet Smith, and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, it'll be the Philadelphia 76ers going up against the Charlotte Hornets. Taking a look at the Hornets, they find themselves with a comparable win percentage to this time last year, but looking to make a push as this season continues. Hey, we could be looking at a defensive stalemate here tonight. Both teams really geared.
Hey.
At power forward,
You guys can type in the bottom.
at shooting guard, Shannon Woodin.
Oh, you guys can type in that bottom. I don't know who's in here.
At the other guard position,
Look
number
at the
12.
bottom. The bottom, what it says.
At power forward, at 6'9", number 6, Terrence Jones. Starting at shooting guard, standing 6'5", number 3, Jeremy Lamb. At forward, 6'7" from Kentucky, number 14, Michael Gilchrist. And at guard, 6'1" from UConn, wearing number 15, Kemba Walker. In the middle, at 7'3", number 32, Freak. Your Charlotte Hornets.
This matchup in today's game as the 76ers come into town for this one. Thanks for joining us, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan to call the game with our analysts Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And back in Charlotte following the road trip, it's the Hornets back on their home floor. Guys, when you compare their performance last season to where they sit right now, not a whole lot different story. Not necessarily a big surprise either.
Kevin, this is a really good chance for this team to establish some home court dominance with this long homestand in front of them.
A great chance for them to add a whole lot of W's to their win column. That's the goal anytime you've got a long run of games at home.
We got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So on the floor for Philadelphia. Oh, that's blocked. And Carl Landry picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Now here's Freak. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Out to the right wing. And here's Covington from the arc, and he gets it to go.
Can't guard that boy.
Covington's got the first 3 points of the night up on the board for Philadelphia. Down low, got a piece of it. Okafor with the steal. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Out left to the wing.
I'll tell you that.
Six to shoot. Here's Wooden. And it comes off the front of the rim. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
I was able to catch up with the head coach of the 76ers. We talked about the impact players on these two teams, the ones who can take over a game single-handedly. And he told me that Michael Kidd-Gilchrist may already be in that category. He said he's a guy we've got to account for. He's just so relentless. If you're not ready to match his intensity level, he'll make you look bad. And Kevin, he said if they can limit his impact on the game, that will certainly help.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Now here's Freak. 26 points for him last game against the Raptors in Toronto.
Yeah, but I like how he defended as well. You know, he got a couple blocks in that game and just an all-around great effort.
Shit.
Now, here is Landry. Defense right on him. Picked by Okafor. Covington kicks to Landry. Guarded by Walker. Tries again. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And the first one at the line is good. And the Hornets making it.
He's a dog in
Up here.
He is. He's bad as a motherfucker, man.
15 seconds left in the first. Here's Smith. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. He feeds it to Thompson. And the three off target. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close.
I like him.
76ers on top. They lead.
Him and Cam Newton, I can't wrap my head around liking them.
It's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
Well, they dictated tempo with their defense and been able to force some turnovers.
Yeah, and you know, they've also done a good job, Greg, on their end of the floor by not throwing the ball away.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, they've got Embiid. Smith is out there with Thompson. Then there's Grant, and it's Dudley in at the power forward position. And the rejection by Embiid.
Oh, my God.
3-on-3. Thompson passes to Embiid. Smith drives in. Grant gets a wide open look. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Grant's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the 76ers. Here's Roberts. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Here's Freak. He hits it from 9. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far.
You left is about the time we ended it.
Embiid the screen. And it's Smith penetrating. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. The 76ers shoot their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And he makes the first. So a whole new group of changes. Freaks checked in for Jones. And it's Batum in for Williams. And Walker kicks to Freak. Grant outside. To the wing right side. Here's Okafor. Hits the outside fadeaway. Okafor's got 12 points now in the quarter. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the 76ers.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught them off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off the turn.
And some changes here for the Hornets. Kaminsky, he's checked in for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Jeremy Lin comes in for Jeremy Lamb. And Brian Roberts subbed in for Walker. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Dudley's checked in. The drive by Smith. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Dudley's got his second bucket of the night.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Just trying to upgrade my guy.
The screen from Thompson. Here's the screen. Smith dishes to Grant. The three. And the 76ers get it back. Looking at Philadelphia, they want to turn it around after the loss to Atlanta.
And one of the factors, Kevin, that really hurt them in that game, the lack of success at the foul line. We all know how much those free throw woes can cost you.
And it gave those opposing fans a boost every time another foul shot clanged off the rim. I mean, that's an easy way to get the home crowd in your grill.
The Hornets have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. First one falls for him. He's perfect from the line this time.
Oh no. He learned how to shoot free throws.
The 76ers lead.
Get fouled fucking 10 times again.
And here's Thompson. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change.
Yeah.
Smith outside.
I thought they were going to win the Super Bowl, but
Embiid the screen
got their ass
from outside the arc. Can't get it to go.
The offensive line sucks.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. 76ers lead by 2. 2K Sports back in a moment here at the Time Warner Cable Arena in Charlotte.
The pre-game, like pre-Super Bowl, like Charlotte was wearing like masks and they were partying and joking like they already won. And Peyton Manning, that's like his 5th Super Bowl, so he had them boys prepared, you know. And you want to be flashy and do all that other shit, you got your ass whooped. That's just how that works. It was a mindset, you know. Fucking Charlotte should have won that game.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far.
Just absolute domination in this one for Okafor. He has 14 points and 2 steals. I tell you what, he's made his mark on this game in so many ways, guys.
And he would have stood out just on the strength of the defense.
Even though
but offensively, he's been clicking there as well.
Freak in its center. Jeremy Lamb out there with Kemba Walker. Then there's Terrence Jones. And it's Kid Gilchrist in the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Raptors delivered quite a performance. He ended with 26 points and played some lockdown defense as well, causing havoc on both ends of the floor. It was a great contribution from someone who's considered a bit more of a role player on his team.
And thank you, Doris. It was a performance that has to have their upcoming opponents terrified.
Yeah, I think they'll be a little afraid. I mean, anybody who saw that game has to still be in awe of what he was able to do. Just absolutely dominant.
Well, I tell you, he was in such a rhythm and on a roll. He could have won that game all by himself.
Pass to Covington. Puts up a 3. Hope they get it back. Okafor. And there's the whistle. Foul hard on the shot. They'll go to the line. It's going to be on Freak. The 76ers shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
No good on the free throw. Williams, he's checked in for Charlotte.
My homeboy Dave talking to. He cussed me out. I was joking.
Checked in for Terrence Jones. Batum comes in for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Lamb. Dudley with a screen on Walker. Smith drives in. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Now we get a chance to view the NBA leaders in assists. And you take a look at Smith, one of the best passers in the NBA, always looking to get his teammates involved.
His passing has been so terrific. You can see his unselfishness really rubbing off on the rest of the team.
Stepped on it.
The 76ers have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight.
Not a strong suit for this group, just around 71%.
You know, I know that's an aspect they've been trying to address as a team. I mean, they've got to get those free throw numbers up and improve.
First free throw is good. Both free throws good from Dudley. Hornets trail by 3. It's taken away by Smith. And Smith with a clear path to the hoop. Drops in the breakaway layup. Smith's got 6 points. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the 76ers?
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And also, their second chance points have been a story all night as well. That's just pure effort.
No, I had a picture of my son's toy car. I wasn't fussing.
Embiid the screen. Smith kicks to Covington. Off the mark there. The Hornets have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8.
Still the ball from me.
Embiid, no good.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Batum passes to Walker. Back to Batum. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Philadelphia leading by 3.
I got to play for Charlotte in this game. That's right.
Down low, Grant plays it up and banks it in. Grant's got his second basket of the night.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They've got a battle inside.
This game has been a battle, and maybe they're starting to just run out of gas a little bit.
You can see that they're not as aggressive from the three-point arc. They had far more attempts in the first half.
And some changes here for the Hornets. Terrence Jones comes in for Marvin Williams. And Brian Roberts subbed in for Kemba Walker. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
And it's Smith missing.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Roberts dishes to Freak from 12 feet out. And he gets the kind bounce as that one drops in for him.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Smith for 3. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game in both. We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter.
Ernie's grandpa died today. His other grandpa.
Hornets trail back. And Walker subbed in for Brian Roberts. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Philadelphia. And so in the game for the 76ers. Guarded by Walker. Feeds it to Landry. Shot is no good. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. And that's game 2 of this string of 4 games played at home. They now take the lead. And the Hornets lead by 1.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. And Walker kicks to Lamb. Screen by Jones. No good from Lamb. 76ers have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Walker the pass to Jones. Inside, Freak takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Freak's got the lead up to 1 now for the Hornets. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Charlotte.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
You know, adding on to that, you look at their block totals tonight, and you see how feisty they've been on the defensive end this game.
Shot clock at 5. Shot is off. Some solid defense from Kid Gilchrist. Here's Lamb. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And you know what? Very close to a 3-point play right there.
Yeah, he almost got that one down. I mean, those are the kind of aggressive plays coaches love to see.
At the line for your Hornets, shooting 2, Jeremy Lamb.
Free throw drops for Lamb.
We've watched Lamb play great basketball. He's got 8 points, and he has 1 steal to his credit as well.
And Clark, he's just done a great job defensively. That 1 steal doesn't tell the whole story.
And the 76ers making a change here. Covington's checked in. And there's the defensive 3-second call.
Oh, my God.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. It's stolen by Jones. Now Walker, the pass to Lamb. Freak kicks to Walker. Charlotte moving the ball around. And Kid Gilchrist gets it to go in.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the 4th quarter. That's good. Landry's got 4 points in the quarter.
Big time basket there on the inside. I mean, he had to get that one up and over the big guy.
Way up and over the big guy. And what a time in the ball game to make it happen.
And the 76ers making a change here. Embiid's checked in. So it's the Hornets now. They lead by 1. And Walker kicks to Kid Gilchrist. He dishes it to Lamb. Screen by Jones. The feed to Freak. Jones drives in. Just 4 to shoot. Deflects the pass. Shoots it. Kid Gilchrist, no luck. For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of 8 here in the 4th quarter. Kicks it to Covington. Embiid the screen. Here's Covington. Here's Landry. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That's his 4th foul of the contest. 1:39 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Outside, Walker. Passes to Lamb. Jones dishes to Freak. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Talk about great numbers for Freak. 8 rebounds and 2 blocks. He is in complete control of this game.
Clark, you're on the money with that one. It's all going his way.
Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
His 1 miss there could be important. There's a big difference, a huge difference between a 2-point lead and a 3-point lead.
And the free throw, no good. Last outing for Charlotte was a loss to the Raptors. Kid Gilchrist, the pass to Jones. Here's Freak. Shot is no good. And it's Philadelphia the other way. Now the dish to Covington to take the lead. And the shot falls short this time.
The mechanics totally out of whack right now. He's lost his feel for the shot.
Yeah, he really has. I mean, just see it in the numbers. Nothing going down for him right now.
Embiid the screen. Here's Covington. A second chance effort. The shot will not go. Excellent D that time from Jones. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Screen by Jones. Here's Walker. Here's Freak. It's in!
What a bucket at one of the more crucial moments of the game.
How about the cool, collected way in which he delivered it? Clutch.
Here's Covington. Landry with the screen. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. And so it's the Hornets who come out on top. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
Tremendous work all the way down to the wire. We were just wondering what would happen next. Major drama, and we saw good.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kent.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Freak.
He gave them a big spark with his offense in the paint. He worked non-stop to establish position near the bucket, and that was a good look for them. The D has all sorts of problems trying to deal with him tonight.
That was Freak turning up the volume right there, baby, all the way up to 11, and the stereo only goes to 10, Ernie, but we're at 11 right now. The man himself may be quiet, but his performance spoke very loudly.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson saying good night, and we'll see you again soon, but not soon enough.
Start to be sensible, you know what I mean? And so it's time to get away. It's time to get away from you. And next time we'll talk it over, and we can start again.
Oh, it's this shit right here. Motherfucker talking shit. It's my app game I play. Motherfucker, I play this game called Throne Wars. It's a phone app. I've been playing it since I got out. And it's like, you gotta spy castles, you gotta build your farm up, all this other shit. It's like 1 million players on it, and it has different servers and shit. They just started combining all of them. So some dude yesterday was asking about a dude named Edgar, and I'm like, yeah, I know Edgar, I kill him all the time. He's one of them Spanish fucks. And fucking, so the guy's like, who's this guy? You know, started asking me a question. I'm like, bro, if that's you, if it's the same Edgar, you fucking blow dick. What you mean? Report to me killing his ass. Like, bro, stop poking the bear.
Respect this here. Check.
Alright. Not texting.
Hi, everyone. A pleasure to have you join us here tonight. College basketball is in the air, and we are right in the midst of all the action. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by my colleagues Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. It's the Michigan Wolverines taking on the UConn Huskies.
And the thing you love about collegiate sports, the passion, the energy, I mean, the competitiveness and that hunger and drive to succeed and show what you have. It's really always a marvel to watch.
No doubt about it, Greg. And seeing these players out here tonight, I remember how the love for the game of basketball in those formative years when I was playing college was so invaluable. I mean, the experience you gain with excellent coaching and mentorship at this level, really a huge part of where you go with your talent.
On the court for Michigan, Freak in at shooting guard. Ellis is out there with Jones. Then it's Smith. Then it's Flash in at the point guard position. Well, you could pick any team in the NBA and name a Husky that played for him at some point. UConn has had a big impact on the NBA.
I mean, UConn has had a lot of NBA talent pass through their school. I mean, it speaks volumes about how well they are able to develop talent and win championships.
You know, so often we can forget that these players are student athletes. I mean, Freak does not have that problem. He's an amazing student off the floor and is very dedicated in the classroom.
And how about Freak with a 4.0 GPA, an honor student in high school, and has carried that same work ethic to college as well as he prepares for his games. He truly embodies what it means to be a student athlete. And Freak has really come out blazing here in the first half, absolutely imposing his will on the opponent.
And, Greg, that's what great college players do. I mean, they control the game and really make the opposing defenses adjust to them. And, you know, you look at the Huskies, a big part of why they get so many future NBA guys is they recruit very well on the East Coast and around the country, for that matter. They are a premier destination school in the Northeast, and that part of the country loves its hoops.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And, Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
And, guys, just thinking about all the great NBA players from UConn. Ray Allen now retired, but he's the biggest name. How about Rudy Gay, Andre Drummond, Kemba Walker, Shabazz Napier? I mean, you could go on and on with the Huskies.
And Michigan has possession following the bucket by the Huskies.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
UConn trails by 7. Michigan making some changes.
Yeah.
The Wolverines leading by 5. We've got Pierce, and it's Joseph in at the small forward. Flash passes to Freak. Joseph with the rebound.
And you look at the long list of former players from the University of Michigan, a lot of big-name NBA players got their start as Wolverines. It's been that way for a long time.
And for the Wolverines, Freak in a 2-guard. Smith is out there with Wright. Then it's Jones. Then it's Flash in at the point.
And you see a lot of players who are very talented play with a me-first approach. That is not the case with Freak. He doesn't try and attract any unnecessary attention and just focuses on playing his game.
Yeah, I like that about him, Greg. I mean, in a day and age where most guys are self-centered and it's all about me, it's refreshing for a player like Freak who doesn't invite that kind of noise. I mean, that's as impressive as his skill set.
Well, Greg, you mentioned moments ago all the former Wolverines that have made it to the NBA. Michigan has been one of the best talent developing schools, Clark, for a long time.
And, you know, apart from the Fab Five group, Kevin, the Wolverines can also name Glenn Rice as an alum, outstanding NBAer, and Trey Burke and Nick Stauskas, recent grads from Ann Arbor.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Ellis is checked in for Michigan. Knight comes in for Flash. And stolen by Splitter. And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul. 1:07 left here in the first half of basketball. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Day, no good.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead. Tracks a few more points onto their lead with the
I
tower.
got me a guard.
That's bringing it down hard.
Shit.
Clark bringing it down hard.
Yes,
Symbolic there as well of the effort here tonight.
And the foul called on Freak. That'll be Hello and welcome back. This is college basketball on 2K Sports. And if you're just tuning in, Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg as we get set for the second half.
Guys, you know, it's been a close one thus far. Both teams have had strong stretches, but neither team has really been able to take control of the game to this point.
And guys, this is kind of like a boxing match, a bit of a feeling out period thus far. The second half, we should see more things open up, and that should benefit star players like Freak, who will get more quality opportunities.
You've got Keefe, and it's Martin in at the 4 spot. And for the Wolverines, Freak, he's in at shooting guard. Jones is out there with Ellis. And there's Flash, and it's Smith in at the pivot, manning the middle.
Boy, how about the Huskies and the success they found in the tournament over the years? I mean, 4 titles for that program in all, with the first coming in '99. They've been absolutely dominant the past 2 decades.
And a wide open look for Freak. Sinks the triple. Freak's got 19 points.
And with Freak, he takes a lot of pride in where he hails from. Didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his hand by any means, and his family cheers him on from Harlem.
And Greg, you can see it in this game. I mean, we're all a product of where we've been, our environment, our experiences. And with Freak, he doesn't take anything for granted. Some of the very best players of all time have come from the projects like Freak, and he takes pride in playing for Harlem when he's on the court.
Huskies shooting their first free throws of the evening. And that one falls for Splitter.
Guys, it's almost impossible to think about Michigan basketball and not think of the Fab Five. I mean, one of the most storied recruiting classes ever. They were dominant in their tenure here at Michigan.
Catching up on the changes for Michigan. White is checked in for Smith. Cunningham comes in for Ellis. And Banks is subbed in for Flash. And thinking back to the Fab Five, they were 5 freshmen, all brought in the same year, and they all started.
Yeah. Chris Webber, Juwan Howard, Jalen Rose were the most successful pros, all of them playing professionally at some level. It's still considered one of the greatest freshman classes, if not the greatest of all time.
Howard's checked in for UConn. Now here's Joseph. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
The Wolverines leading by 5.
Okay.
Freak dishes to Cunningham. To the paint. And that one's good. Freak.
All right.
Freak's got 9 points.